All right, y'all. So, season 6 for Gekishin Squadra has officially been teased for us. I think this is the first time we've ever seen a hint for any upcoming character. They need to do this kind of hint more in the future. I think this is really cool. It's kind of obvious who this is, but I'm not alone today. I am joined by my good friend, your boy Mike. Mike, tell the
Hello.
lovely internet people who this is.
Hmm. I think this might be Beerus.
I don't know. I was thinking Champa, Nah, we can all tell this is very obviously Beerus. I mean, firstly, this is very clearly a sphere of destruction. I think this is a pretty unique look to it. I mean, it's not like the full kind of like Adam look to it in a sense, but this is very clearly that sphere of destruction, right? And Mike actually found this here. Um, but Beerus like kicks this ball, like the sphere of destruction. I tried to find like a specific gift for it, but it just wasn't really like easy to find. I was like, where is this gif? It's not anywhere basically, but Beerus does literally do exactly this. So that's pretty cool. But I mean, before we really hop right into things, Mike, what are your initial thoughts on like Beerus being the season 6 hero?
I think that this could lead into like almost like a villains season, which I'm kind of excited for. Because if imagine they do this right, first drop is like Beerus, and then like second drop is Rose. I think that would be so hype. Where it's just like I don't hope I really don't think that they'll do Jiren, but like something like that would be pretty nice if like I said, it's just all the villains of for the entire season.
I think that'd be really interesting though, because like the thing about Goku Black is you would expect he would be the first hero. Like he would be the one
Mhm.
that the season would be marketed for. He'd be the one that would get the diamond skin, but that actually is not the case. Beerus is going to be the first hero releasing in Squadron Season 6. So he's the headliner for the season. Beerus is going to be getting the tournament skin. He's going to be getting the Twitch drop skin. Like everything marketing wise related to the season is going to be Beerus. So while I think Goku Black is still possible, I just would find it really interesting if they decide to switch things up in that way. So, I wonder if this could be more so of a, again, last season was a bit of a cooldown season. Maybe this season could be the same thing where we get characters that aren't necessarily big Saiyans, Super Saiyans, or anything like that. Um, that's what I'm thinking when I see this, because the headliner is usually the character that stands out the most in every single season, at least in my personal opinion, except for season 2. Season 2 is the only time where that wasn't really the case, right? Because again, we look back here, season 1, Super Saiyan 3 Goku, very clearly the headliner. I mean, season 2, it was still Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta, but I think the highlight for many people was Broly, if anything. Like, Broly was the character people were excited for. Super Vegito season 3, God Goku season 4. Frieza is probably the most popular between like him, Kid Goku, and Bulma. So it could be more like a season um 2 situation where the more exciting character releases right at the end. But that's also like right before anniversary. So I don't know.
I also wouldn't mind like a sort of Realm of Gods sort of season as well, or just things like that. But I do
Mm-hmm.
kind of get what you're saying though, because looking at it now, but it's just like okay, let's say that what you're saying is true, and let's say that it does follow the pattern of like the first character is trying to be the most hype. What I don't really know what would kind of like be worse, not worse, but like less hype than Beerus, in my opinion.
I mean, it could be Tien. It could be Yamcha. It could be like Goten and Trunks or something as a tag character. Maybe they can,
Tag Tien and Chaozu.
maybe something like that, right? Like I don't know, Pycon releasing as well. I think a villain could sneak in there though, like maybe Beerus and then another like movie villain or something. Um,
Mm.
who knows? I think there's something we just are gonna have to wait and see for it. Because the thing I'm like surprised about is we're getting more Dragon Ball Super here with Beerus. Like, I think we haven't seen anything from GT yet, besides Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta. We haven't gotten like any future saga stuff yet. I feel like we haven't gotten anything from what was that I was thinking? There was
Daima, because all we've gotten
Daima,
was like,
yes, thank you. Go on.
I was gonna say, yeah, the only thing we've gotten is Daima Mini Goku, but
Yeah, like
I don't know, like out of everything that could be hype from it, you got Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta, Super Saiyan 4 Goku, both mini and just regular. Like there's a lot of picks that they can obviously do there, and we always have to throw up the idea of Gogeta as well, because Vegeto's in the game and they just kind of dropped him in a random season. So who knows? They could also just drop Gogeta at any point now. We don't really know.
I would say yes, but I also would think that Gogeta, like my thought is that has always been Gogeta would be anniversary at this point. People are thinking
Yeah, but
Daima because the logo
the
colors.
banner icon right there, that's yellow. So that's actually Gogeta's hair.
Yeah. I wonder who else has golden hair in the series. Any thoughts? People, people are telling me Daima because of the colors here. To me, this color never really matched this purple. I think it would be a much darker shade. What's funny though is that this color could be referencing Beerus, which he's a dark purple. And to me, that just doesn't make sense. So maybe, again, like you said, this could still be Rosé, or this could be some Super Saiyan coming out, right? There's many possibilities. But this guy, again, could really be like a season 2 type of season, or maybe even like a season 3 type of season where there's multiple just like heavy hitters. Just the first character ends up being Beerus. But yeah, I mean, one last thing I want to bring up, and I won't dwell too much into this because I saw some of my replies being excited about this since I asked people what they thought about this. This is the first time we're seeing an NPC character be playable, because obviously Beerus is, you know, one of the towers. So I wonder if we'll see Beerus switched out like for another god of destruction, or if the map's gonna change in any way that's gonna allow Beerus to be playable. Because I mean, I don't think I would obviously not mind like or care that like Beerus is playable and then like he's still one of the towers, but it would be a bit weird, I guess you could say. So I wonder if like the towers are going to change in any major way during this season. Maybe there's just like an entire map shift. Like they have changed the map last season. What if there is a big change in the map this season? I think that can make a lot of sense, honestly.
Yeah, I guess that is true. It is kind of weird how Beerus is going to be playable. Now I won't know if like someone's saying that Beerus is dying. I won't know if they're talking about our tower or if they're talking about the actual character.
Yeah, exactly, right. I think that's the same reason why they kind of like didn't want to make characters more so outside of like, you know, like Goku's all DPS or Vegeta's all tank, because it's like they don't want to like get people confused where it's like, oh, Vegeta pull back or something like that, and then it's like there's like 2-3 Vegetas on the team, which one, you know? But like I think for like a character like Beerus, like it'd be a little confusing, no? So that's what I'm thinking when it comes to that.
They could always just swap in another god of destruction too.
I mean, it could be maybe when Beerus specifically is not in there, they swap it in. Who knows? I think this is really exciting, and I actually do think that this was a good character to choose for the hint, because it just opens up the possibilities for many things in the future. Like, you know, people were saying, you know, oh, you know, like I want Ribrianne playable, but I know that she's a boss. I want Android 16 to be playable, but he was a boss before. You know, a bunch of these bosses, like Nappa, for example, another character. Like, I could see, like, Nappa that, like, plants Cybermen around the map, kind of like Krillin's mines, could be really interesting. Like, imagine, like, you run into a Cyberman plant, and then it blows up on you like Yamcha, unless you use your Vanish, and you could set that up to, like, block people off. I think that could be really interesting.
That would be pretty funny.
Yeah. So, like, I think stuff like that, like, now is possible when it comes to this specifically. So, Before we read the comments, any final thoughts, Mike, regarding like this in general, or like what you feel like you would be excited for, considering that now an NPC is playable?
I would say that do hope, at least in the future, that Squadra kind of like learns a little bit for these hints, and to be a little bit more like Dokkan, for example, because you look at this and anyone who's a Dragon Ball fan can tell you that it's Beerus, right? It would have been nice to at least have to like work a little bit and have to know what it's gonna be, and rather just be like, oh, it's just Beerus. Like that, it's not a hint, it's just like an actual thing. Like maybe they just take out the person kicking the ball and it's just the ball, and we could be like, oh, okay, so it's using the like the ball, and maybe that could be Beerus or something like that, right? Rather than it's just like a flat out like showing, I guess.
I mean, I see what you mean. Like, just like a little more investigation or a little more vague, so that we're able to just like kind of investigate. It'd be like, okay, it could be this character, or this character, or this character, rather than, oh, it's Beerus. Like, I think that's fair, because like you could say it would be more fun to be able to like kind of speculate on who it is. I'm not seeing anyone else say it's
yeah, try to find someone else. Try to find anyone who's guessing anything else. I'll wait.
Literally everyone is saying Beerus. I mean, we see Golden Frieza here, but I just don't know.
Well, they're saying like super villains.
Wheeze. All right.
Like, the only way it could have been more obvious is
what if I make that my thumbnail?
Cat ears
What if I make that my thumbnail? Like, Beerus is coming for season 6. Wheeze. Okay, let's
that'd be funny.
let me refresh here. Let's see what the people of the Gekishin community are saying here. This is all right as long as they don't start the season off. Well, I'm sorry. It's the first hero coming. They specifically said he's the first, so he will be the headliner. If this game is balanced, this is ass and falls into super gacha slop. If the game is still balanced, this sucks. I assume you're saying this sucks and falls into super gacha slop.
I think they mean like, oh, if the balance is still this bad and we're still having the like quote unquote gacha slop with like the skins and stuff like that being summonable, then you can count me out, is what I'm assuming.
Oh, if the game is still balanced this badly,
this poorly, yeah.
I see. It falls into super gacha slop, then you can count me out. I think we'll have to see. I wonder if Beerus' Hakai will be his legendary finisher. I would assume so. Like, I think that would make a lot of sense, potentially.
So is Beerus dropping with like an angel outfit, or
I don't know. I mean, it would be interesting to see. Now, one other thing I would say is, like, what role do you think Beerus might be? I feel like he'd be DPS.
Probably.
Like, I just don't really see another option. Like, because
imagine his ult is kind of like 18, where it just like does an insane amount of damage, but it like kills one person specifically. You just Hakai the person. I hate this guy.
I mean, his ult is going to be the Sphere of Destruction. Like, that's for sure.
I guess I could.
I wonder.
Like it's go one.
It'll be interesting to see. Like, maybe he'll definitely have like a move that'll like just kick like his key spheres around. Maybe he could trap opponents within him like a minefield, kind of like Krillin again. Like, that could be interesting.
We're just redesigning Krillin.
Yeah, we're just power creeping Krillin. Like, I mean, I think recently Gekishin designs for characters, they've been getting super advanced, and I think that's a big reason why maybe a character like Super Saiyan Goku isn't really played as much anymore. Or Super Saiyan Vegeta, obviously I think Goku's in a lot better spot than Vegeta, but like, these kits are super straightforward and simple. Like, let's take a look at Super Saiyan Vegeta's like skill 1 or his skill 2. Like, look at these skills here, and then let me bring up freaking Bulma, for example, like her skill 3. Like, look at the amount of text here. Well, I didn't mean to click that. Like, look at the amount of text. Just as a difference. Like, her passive skill compared to, like, Vegeta's passive skill. Like, they're just, like, designing these characters way more complex now, so... There kind of is, like, a semblance of Gekishin power creep, but again, unlike, like, these gacha games, they could buff and nerf these characters whenever they want, which is a good thing. Let's see. Alright, Lego Beers. Hello, Lego Beers. How you doing, man? Increases the chances of playable bow mod. You know, I do think that Herb will be happy with this. So I assume this would only be the game to not use God of Destruction characters except Zamasu, but just God characters as playable heroes. But it's Beerus, and Beerus makes money. I mean, I wouldn't say Beerus makes money. Like, I'm not like, I don't think, like, I don't know, Dragon Ball Tom, like, you know, who grows up with, like, watching the Buu Saga and Toonami and is like, I love Majin Vegeta! Like, I don't think he's like, man, I love Beerus! Like, you know, like, he's not, like, knocking his socks off, going insane over Beerus. I want to spend all my money! Like, it's not like Majin Vegeta Legendary intro where he's getting controlled by Babidi. Like, it's not like that. Like, Beerus is not making money like that. He's not that guy. Beerus is cool, though. You're pretty indifferent. Most of your hype will be based on animations and design. This is D. Hello, G. How you doing? I mean, I don't know.
I'm not gonna lie. Like, I don't know. Beerus is cool, and like the God of Destruction, or Super Saiyan God Goku versus Beerus is still like one of my favorite fights in the series. But like, I am not a person who is like hype, I guess you could say, for Beerus in Gekishin Squadron. Like, I'm more excited for like his kit and his playstyle than I am for the actual character itself. You know what I mean?
And I think that's one thing with Gekishin is like, I think as long as the characters are fun and the meta could be like a balance, I think they could sell characters that, or at least like release characters that wouldn't be conventionally hype. Like last season's issue wasn't OG Dragon Ball. Obviously, to some people it was, but I think for the most part, if the meta was fine, you know, it wouldn't be that big of a deal. As like season 5 wasn't like arguably the worst season because of the characters released. Besides like Bulma and her kit, but like that's kind of it. But yeah, no, Beerus is not like making a lot of money like that, like a Super Saiyan. This is very cool. You don't care. You've always wanted a 5% Beerus as a character where if he's in play, one of the gods from the exhibition might take his tower over. You didn't think they'd actually do something so creative though, especially so soon. Could be map reset. I mean, we'll see what they do. Like, this is going to be interesting to see how the map changes, right? I think they'll probably talk about that in the Squadron talk, because since Beerus is a playable character, like I would assume they would bring up like, oh, you know, maybe it's just something where it's like, since Beerus is not here, another one of the God of Destructions will take his place instead. Or imagine like, like I wonder who could be like if it's just Golden Frieza trapped or something like that. I don't know. It'd be interesting to see. Great, we could use God of Destruction's characters. A lot of people are very happy about that. Just means that they won't gatekeep characters if they're part of the map. Nappa, Scouter, Vegeta Nation is live. What if another god is in there? I mean, Mike, what other god do you think they could be talking about, bro?
I don't know.
Like, people have been asking for Goku Black for so long. I think I would be a little disappointed if Goku Black wouldn't get a tournament skin, though. Like, that's something I really would love to see, like, tournament skin Goku Black, and I would want to have that in my account. Like, that sounds really exciting. So,
I mean, I will say that, like how we were talking about earlier and how they just said right now, just the ability and the doors opening up of like, oh, even if the character is on the actual field itself, like on the map as like an unplayable character, that doesn't mean that they're gate kept forever. So like, I think Nappa could also be like a really cool character to add later on, for example. So I think that's pretty hype. Also, maybe it'll be super villains.
maybe. Like, you know, again, we could still use like Jiren. We could still see Goku Black, Golden Frieza. I don't think they would drop Golden Frieza here since we just got Final Form last season. it would be pretty funny.
Super Broly.
Super Broly. I mean, they could maybe just drop Super Broly this season. Like, it's possible. Beerus taking over Riku and Godku's spot as the best Ranger DPS with like high like flicks and kicks. I wonder if Beerus is gonna have a way to dive into characters. Like I feel like a lot of like Beerus, like for example, like his fight against Super Saiyan 3 Goku, where he just like slid right into him. What if Beerus, because Vegito is also like a character that I think is really good at being able to dive into characters. Maybe Beerus could be like that as well, or he's able to also just like snipe characters from afar instead, and he's able to take like kind of be a counter to God Goku or Super Saiyan 3 Goku in the meta. It's possible they could design him around that philosophy, and I think that'd be really healthy just to kind of put those characters in check even more. Because even like Vegito is like, he still gets melted by God Goku, so I'll be curious to see what they do for that. You thought this is Dokkan? Okay, you're still hoping for Janemba. Hope that the people who complain about OG Dragon Ball hype notice how this will barely move the needle as the first release of the season. Definitely more hype, but more like Bardock at the level people like want it, but isn't groundbreaking. Nice we get Beerus. God Key season maybe. I mean, we're seeing a lot of like the same thoughts about this. I don't think there's really much else to say. Did I miss anything, Mike, or do you think we're just good?
Oh, whoops.
I
think that like, I've been talking for like the last like 2 minutes.
Oh my god, this guy kept himself muted. That's crazy.
I'm sorry, but I was gonna say that again, super villains is pretty nice. What I just want to see most is, again, not only just the kit for Beerus, but also just the characters that are coming along with. At the bare minimum, the Hint is doing a good job of setting up thoughts and discussion of what we think the season is going to include as a whole, which at the end of the day, that's pretty fun, and we're still sitting here and kind of discussing it in that way. So I would overall give this the Hint a thumbs up on my end.
I agree. So again, let me know what you guys are thinking. Maybe these colors mean nothing after all, right? Because no one gets Beerus here, so that's pretty funny. We'll catch you guys next time, and peace out.
Bye.